Hey, good morning. Happy Monday to you. Let's talk about this. It's Monday. It sucks to feel like a failure when it comes to weight loss, but I have some good news for you. There's really good news about that. If you feel like you suck when it comes to losing weight, it's Monday, right? Maybe you went off track. Maybe you've tried some diets. Maybe you've tried this last year. Maybe you've been trying for a long time and you're realizing, man, it just sucks to fail. I've got some good news for you. Hey, good morning to you, Terry. Good morning. If you're catching this live, let me know with a little live in there. Just say hello, good morning, Thanksgiving week. But let's just jump in. Doesn't it really suck to maybe feel like you're failing at weight loss? There's good news. The good news is, really good news is that it doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means you've maybe tried and didn't have success. Like I remember back in school, man, there was many times when in college, high school, middle school, all through my life, really, when I was taking classes, I was not a good test taker. But and I failed many attempts. And maybe you feel like that when it comes to your weight loss journey. And I remember when you fail, like there's either you stop or you keep going. You learn from your mistakes and move on. And the good news is about maybe feeling like a failure while you're trying to lose weight is this. It's good news, because it is Monday. And I want you to have some good news going into your week, your Thanksgiving week. I'm thankful for you, for all of my followers, for you if you're listening, if you're paying attention, if you're gaining insight, if I'm giving you value. And the good news is, if you've maybe had failed attempts, maybe you suck at losing weight, the good news is that you're not stopped. In other words, you haven't stopped. If you're trying and maybe you failed and maybe you feel a little stuck right now, but the good news is you're gaining information. The good news is you can learn from your mistakes. You see, even if you've tried a whole bunch of diets in the past, even if you tried and failed 157 times before, the good news is if you're still trying, you have an opportunity to turn. Here's a really beautiful thing versus not trying at all. You see, the problem with maybe if you're not trying to lose weight, if maybe you've been overweight for a while and you just gave up on yourself and you completely stopped. Like there's no learning from that, right? Learning from stopping doesn't solve the weight issue. But even if you go backwards, even if you've tried all the diets, and I've heard all of them, right? You've tried them all. And even if you've kind of yo-yo roller coaster ride, even if you've, had some success and even thought like, oh my gosh, this is so wonderful, I lost all this weight, and then it all comes back on. Even despite all that, what you do have is the opportunity to literally turn in a new direction today. Like if you woke up this morning, it is Monday, November 22nd, 2021, is you can take the data that you've already learned. You can take maybe from this past weekend. Heck, it could be even from yesterday. And you can learn from those mistakes, take that data and move forward and make some new choices and learn from your mistakes. That's truly what I've learned over the past in my failed attempts, even in my past fitness journey, weight loss journey, in the attempts of trying to better myself, trying to improve, even from like I shared with you back in school, what I learned. I wasn't a good note taker, not a good student, but I did learn how to become a better student, how to take those mistakes and reframe it into learning what I can use from what didn't go well to move forward into the future, move forward into learning from those mistakes, learning I don't want to make those same mistakes, and moving forward in those. Even if I continue to make new mistakes, different mistakes, the good news is even despite that, again, you can learn from those. And that's one of the things that I've embraced in my life. And I hope maybe this helps you embrace your weight loss journey. Maybe if it has sucked, maybe if you've really come up short, maybe if you feel like you've let yourself down over the last month, over the last year or years, is to encourage you that today is a new day. Today is an opportunity on whatever even happened. Even if even if you had a plan, most people don't, but even if you had a plan and that plan didn't work, even if you had some structure and that structure didn't work, even if you had all the good intentions and all your good intentions still didn't work, even if you feel like, gosh, I really suck at losing weight, right? You can dwell on that, dwell on the fact that maybe you feel like you suck at losing weight, or you can say, you know what? Yesterday didn't really work out so well. This weekend didn't really work out so well. This past week didn't work out so well. Last month didn't really work out so well. Heck, the last 3 months didn't work out so well. Gosh, now that I think about it, the last year didn't work out so well. But what you can do is look at what didn't work out so well, even if it's a little bit painful, and say, hey, I'm going to learn from what didn't work out so well so that I can use that as data and information to take me into how I can move forward and make progress and become better. Here's the good news about going through maybe failed attempts in the past is you can get better. Check this out. Here's something as a reframe today. If you didn't have any mistakes, there wouldn't be any need to get better, right? Think about that for a moment. It's pretty deep. It's Monday, I know. It's pretty deep. Think about if you didn't make any mistakes in the past. Like there would be maybe no like, okay, I know how I didn't feel, how I didn't really succeed. Can you imagine if you had no mistakes in life? Can you imagine if you went through life and there was just no mistakes? Now, obviously that it just doesn't happen, but can you imagine? Because here's the cool thing, what I've learned from mistakes, past mistakes that I've made in life and health and family and business, relationships, everything, is that what you can do is do two things. You can just stay stuck and stop, or you can use those mistakes as ways to move forward and as ways to improve and as ways to get better. Because when you get better and when you are able to make those improvements, then you can think about the times where things kind of sucked. Like there's a lot of students that I talk to in a weight loss journey and like they really struggle. And then now they're making improvements. They're bettering themselves. And those improvements can really, really make a difference. So anyway, listen, it is Thanksgiving week. I have some really, really good news. You'll be seeing shortly a post on a Black Friday. You know, if you've been following me any period of time, I like to throw down this year. It's no different than last year in a sense that I'm doing something for Black Friday, but this year is 1,000 times better. It is pretty amazing. I offer a coaching program. It's one-on-one. If you're a woman or a man over 40 and you're struggling with your weight loss journey, maybe you've been feeling like you suck about losing weight and you just can't get it together. Now is the opportunity, not waiting to the new year. Right now is an amazing opportunity. If you and I are a good fit to work together and you're a good fit for my coaching program, there's a guaranteed success rate. It's pretty much how it works. And how that works is really first for us to see if we're a good fit to work together. And then I can share with you the amazing Black Friday offer. If that's a good sign, we move forward, we take it into the new year, make 2022 absolutely your year that you move forward in success. Yes, there'll probably be some failed attempts. There'll probably be some mistakes along the way. But I can tell you, when you have guidance and clarity and direction, even through those mistakes, you can learn from them and have the guidance on how to move forward and how to continue to progress, continue to improve, and continue to get better. That's all for now. Take care. Have an amazing, blessed Monday. Talk to you soon.